Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Happy 4th of July weekend. Hopefully you have the day off and a long weekend. And we're going to continue with our tournament, the Beantown Beatdown, the battle for Boston. We are in our 10th game. We did quick sim one game as the teams were very similar with the same players. So that game was quick simmed. And now we move on. It'll be the 1978 Boston Red Sox taking on the 1912 Boston Red Sox. So we remember the horror of '78. Red Sox losing a one-game playoff to their heated rival New York Yankees after blowing a huge lead in June. And the 1912 Red Sox, led by Trish Speaker, will be leading off. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. It's a beautiful day here, July 5th, in our time, at Fenway Park. 87 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing out 17 miles per hour to right center field, so we could see some balls flying out at Fenway. Tribes fans here at the ballpark, check out that wonderful channel, Tribes Fan 879. That's a good one. I'll be playing as the 1978 Red Sox, the visiting team, the Action PC Sim Engine, the 1912 Boston Red Sox. For the 78 squad, Jerry Remy leads off and plays second. Rick Burleson will be at short. Freddie Lynn is in center. Jim Rice will be the designated hitter and bat fourth. Carl Yastrzemski is in left. Fisk is behind the plate. The error-prone Butch Hobson is at third. Batting eighth and right field is Dwight Evans, and the boomer George C. Scott will bat ninth and play first base. Louis Tiant will be on the mound for the 78 Red Sox. For the 1912 Boston Red Sox, there'll be Speaker in center, Stahl at first, Gardner at third, Lewis will bat cleanup in left. Wagner plays short, Kerrigan does the catching, Hooper's in right. Yerkes, they're hoping he doesn't have the Yerkes, is at second. And Henriksen will be doing the hitting, batting ninth as a designated hitter. This is a new position for the 1912 Red Sox. On the mound is Buck O'Brien. Buck O'Brien in 1912, 20 and 13 with a 2.58 ERA. Behind the plate, Kerrigan 6-range, 5-arm. Gardner's a 5-range at third. Wagner is a 5 at short. Yerkes looks like he'll have the Yerkes. He's a 3 at second. Stahl's a 3 at first. Lewis is in left, 5-range, 4-arm. Trish Speaker outstanding at center, 9-range, 10-arm. And Harry Hooper is in right, 3-range, 6-arm. We have Gene Costco at the ballpark, ball as well, along with our good friend, Dave Gardner. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. And of course, Digital to Dice with Uncle Ron Juckett, the best podcast out there. And also, it gets uploaded to YouTube. And of course, for all your hockey needs, hockeytournament.com. All right, Jerry Remy will lead things off. He's batting .250 in the tournament, as the 78 squad won their first game. Remy, an excellent bunter. Corners move in for the 1912 Red Sox. Remy's going to swing away. Here's the pitch from O'Brien to Remy. Remy grounds it up the middle. Wagner ranges towards the bag, fires to first, 1 down. Now bring up the rooster, Rick Burleson. Burleson is hitless, 0 for 4. Freddie Lynn on deck. Righty-righty matchup. Kerrigan sets the target. The pitch to Burleson. Burleson grounds it back to O'Brien, who flips to Stahl, 2 away. Base is empty. Here comes the Red Sox center fielder, Freddie Lynn, 4 for 4, with a double, a homer, and 2 ribbies so far in this Best of Boston tournament. Can he go yard, as they say in Boston? Here's the pitch to Lynn. Lynn grounds it up the middle. Yerkes ranges behind the bag. Pivots, throws to Stahl, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the 1978 Bo Sox. Due up for the 1912 Red Sox, Speaker, Stahl, and Gardner. On the mound, trying to pitch the 78 team into the semifinals for the Battle of Boston is El Tiante, Luis Tiant, 13-8 with a 3.31 earned run average. Behind the plate, Carlton Fisk, 8-arm, 7 range. Hobson, 6 range. He had good range, but he's an error machine at third. Burleson's a 9 at short. Remy's a 6 at second. I think he'd be a better range than that. And Scott, coming to an end of his career, still an excellent range defensively, 9 at first. Yastrzemski, unbelievable. 11 years after his Triple Crown season, 9 range, 6 arm in left. Lynn, 10 range, 6 arm in center. And Dwight Evans, 10 range, 8 arm in right. In 78, Evans would be beamed. He wouldn't even play in this he'd only pinch hit in the 1978 one-game playoff against the Yankees. As after the beaming, he really struggled. Here's Trish Speaker. Speaker, 0 for 1. I do not set the lineups for the opposing team. I might tweak it a bit with where they stand in the batting order, but I let the computer pick it. Speaker, very dangerous. Naturality, 383. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. El Tiante nods his head. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Trish Speaker. Speaker lines out to Remy. Great reaction by Jerry Remy. 1 down. Kirk Berglund is at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Happy 4th to you and everyone else. Happy birthday, America. And remember to check out Pine Tar Baseball. Wonderful card and dice game. Having game 6 between the 74 A's and the 86 Mets up soon on the channel, live and in Technicolor. Not really in Technicolor, but I like saying that. Alright, here comes Jake Stahl, who looks like he had murdered a family of 5. Stahl, 0 for 2 in the tournament, right-handed batter. Gardner on deck. Tiant, corkscrew delivery, pitch homeward bound. Stahl swings, pops it up, right side. Hobson going over towards the stands. Will he have room? He can't get there as he crashes into the side wall. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tiant looks in. A quick nod of the head. He whirls and dirls. Looks to the heavens. Here's the pitch. Stahl rips a shot. Left center field. Freddie Lynn on the run. And he reaches out and makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Larry Gardner, batting .250 in the tournament. No homers, no ribbies. Left-handed batter, Lewis on deck. Tiant looking for the 1-2-3 inning. Pitch homeward bound to Gardner. Knuckle curve, and he strikes him out, and the side is retired. Top of the second, no score here at Fenway. The Battle of Boston continues. For the 78 Bo Sox, Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk will do battle with Buck O'Brien. Jim Rice, 333 in the tournament with a ribby. He'd loved to go over the Green Monster and give the 78 squad a 1-0 lead. O'Brien will have to pitch carefully to Rice, who hit 46 home runs and drove in 139 runners with a .315 batting average on his way to the MVP of 1978. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice. And O'Brien hits him. So O'Brien comes in tight. Rice just gives the bat to the bat boy. Rice is at first. Stahl will hold him on. Here's Carl Yastrzemski, 0 for 4 in the tournament. Pitch to Yaz. Yaz sends that ball right center. Speaker looking up. And it's off. It's gone! They are signaling it is a homer. The ball bounces back into play. And just like that, it is 2-0, 1978 Red Sox. Holy cow. Speaker protesting. But it's a 2-run dinger for Captain Carl. Here's the replay. he jumps all over this O'Brien pitch. Speaker looking to play it off the wall. Screaming fan interference. But all for naught. As bippity boppity boom to the short moon goes Yastrzemski. Boom goes the ball, and Captain Carl touches them all. Rice greets him at the plate, so the hit batter and the home run put the 78 team up 2-0. Clinton Park's at the ballpark. No ball as well. Here comes Pudge. Carlton Fisk is 0 for 4 in the tournament. Kerrigan sets the target against his counterpart. The windup and the pitch from O'Brien trying to regroup. And he strikes out Fisk on the 0-2. Hits the outside corner. Fisk couldn't pull the trigger on the slider. Butch Hobson, third baseman, 333. No homers, no ribbies in the tournament. Butch ready to grip and rip. He awaits the O'Brien offering, and here it is. And Hobson works a walk. Good job by Hobson. Hobson at first with 1 out. Now I'll bring up Dwight Evans, who's 0 for 2. O'Brien and Kerrigan can't get on the same page. Now O'Brien looks to first for Stahl's holding on Hobson. Slide step to the plate. Evans swings, fly ball to Speaker. Speaker moving to his left. Makes the catch. Hobson gets back to first, 2 down. Speaker still barking at the umpire. Here's the number 9 batter, the boomer, George Scott, 0 for 3 in the tournament. Will the boomer go boom? Hobson will be off on contact. The pitch to Scott. Ground ball to third. Gardner has it. Across the diamond to Stahl. The side is retired, but the 2-run homer by Yastrzemski gives the 1978 Red Sox a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second. So Tiant with 2 runs will face Lewis, Wagner, and Kerrigan. Here comes Duffy Lewis, 0 for 4 in the tournament, left-handed batter, Wagner on deck. Tiant's ready to work, he deals to Lewis. And he rips a shot, that could be extra bases, it's gonna be! Duffy Lewis doubles as he splits Lynn and Evans. Tying run comes to the plate in Heine Wagner. Wagner 333, no homers, no ribbies. Kerrigan on deck. Tiant peeks over his shoulder. Looks to the heavens, corkscrew delivery to Wagner. It's a bunt, Fisk has it. Throws to Remy on the wheel play to get Heine at first. Lewis advances to third. Small ball from the 1912 squad. Trying to bring the gap to 1. Here's the catcher, Billy Kerrigan. Kerrigan, 666. Ooh. No homers, no ribbies. Looking for his first RBI. Harry Hooper on deck. Red Sox will play for the out. They will give up the run. Fisk goes through the signs. The pitch from Tiant. Kerrigan rips a shot to right center. Lewis trots in from third, and we have a 2-1 ball game. Tying run now at first in Kerrigan. Scott will hold him on. And here's Harry Hooper. He's knocked in 2 in the tournament while batting .250. Tiant looks to first. Now in at the plate, the pitch to Hooper. And Hooper, over anxious, pops it up right side. Remy on the outfield grass, calling for it. And the Massachusetts native makes the catch. 2 away. Kerrigan will be off on contact, and Scott will play behind him to get a little more range. Steve Yerkes, the second baseman, batting .500, strides the plate. On deck, Henriksen. Yerkes looking for another big hit here. Tiant whirls and dirls. Pitch homeward bound. Knuckle curve. Ground ball up the middle. Burleson has it. Flips to Remy, who steps on the bag, and the side is retired. But the 1912 Red Sox cut the lead to 1. It's 2-1 as we go to the top of the third. Due up for the 78th squad. Top of the order, Remy, Burleson, and Lynn to face O'Brien. Remy is 0 for 1. The pitch to the Rem Dog. Remy swings. He jacks it to center. Speaker racing back, and he bangs into the wall and makes the catch. Remy gave it a ride. 1 down. Here's the rooster, Rick Burleson. Going for the drag bunt. It's a good one. O'Brien pops off the mound, barehands it, turns, and fires to Yerkes. And Burleson is out, so a good job as O'Brien showed some cat-like quickness there. 2 outs, base is empty for Freddie Lynn. He is 0 for 1. The pitch to Lynn. Lynn grounds it to Yerkes. Yerkes has it, throws to Stahl. And 1-2-3 go the 78 team. Bottom of the third, 2-1, 1978 Red Sox due up for the 1912 Bostonians. Henriksen, then the top of the order, Speaker and Stahl. Henriksen, 666 with a ribby. Tiant faces quite a few left-handed batters from this 1912. The windup and the pitch to Henriksen. Ground ball to Remy. Remy to Scott. And Henriksen really flying down the line, but they get him by 2 steps. 1 down. Top of the order, Trish Speaker. He is 0 for 1. Tiant rubs up the baseball. Back up on his perch. He rocks and fires. And he walks Speaker. Fisk asks the man in blue, where's that pitch? And the umpire says, out of the strike zone. Fisk did not like that snarky remark. Scott will hold Speaker on. Jake Stahl, hitless in the tournament. Excellent bunter. I don't think they'll bunt with 1 out. I don't really mind. Red Sox hoping to turn 2. Stahl awaits the Tiant delivery. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Burleson charges. Strong throw to Scott. Bang, bang, play. The stretch from the boomer. Was it enough? Yes! Oh, what a stretch by Scott. Unbelievable. So 2 outs, tying run is in scoring position, Trish Speaker. That'll bring up Larry Gardner, 0 for 1. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Fisk wiggles the fingers. Corkscrew delivery. Pitch to Gardner. Gardner grounds it to Remy. Remy up with it. Throws to Scott. The side is retired. Tying run, and Speaker is stranded. RJL518 at the ballpark. Check his channel out. Lots of really cool replays using payoff pitch. Top of the fourth, 2-1, 1978 Bostonians. Due up for the 78 Sox. Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk. Rice was hit by a pitch. O'Brien nods his head and delivers. Rice sends this ball shallow center. Speaker races in, makes the catch. And here's Carl Yastrzemski. He had the 2-run homer that has produced the fruit for the 78 squad. The pitch to Yaz. Yastrzemski pops it up. Kerrigan tosses the mask askew. Ranges to his right and makes the catch with 2 hands. 2 outs, base is empty for the Boston catcher, Carlton Fisk. Fisk 0 for 5 in the tournament. Kerrigan sets up inside. Fisk might yank this out of the ballpark. The leg kick and the pitch from O'Brien. Fisk drives his ball center field. Speaker on the move, and he makes the catch, ranging to his left. 1-2-3. Go the 78 Sox. Bottom of the fourth, 2-1, 1978. Due up for the 1912 Red Sox, Lewis, Wagner, and Kerrigan. Tiant, 40 pitches. The pitch to the left-handed batting Lewis, who's 1 for 1. Fly ball, right center field. Evans makes the catch. Heine Wagner. Wagner had a sac bunt. Kerrigan on deck. Tiant works quickly to Wagner. Ground ball. Remy's been busy at second. Over to Scott. 2 away. These 1912 Bostonians really fly down the line. Base is empty for Bill Kerrigan. He's 1 for 1. Now batting .750. Hooper on deck. Tiant looking for the 1-2-3 inning. Fisk sets the target. Tiant looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery. Pitch homeward bound. Kerrigan grounds it up the middle. Remy backhands it. Pivots. Fires to Scott. And the side is retired. We have a pitcher's duel as we go to the top of the 5th. 2-1, 1978. Due up for the 78 Red Sox. Bottom third of the order. Hobson, Evans, and Scott. Butch Hobson walked his first time up. O'Brien back up on the bump. 42 pitches. He looks in. He rocks and deals to Hobson. Hobson, line shot. Speaker races in and makes the catch. 1 away. Now bring up Dewey, Dwight Evans. Evans, 0 for 1, flew to left center. Righty-righty matchup. Kerrigan sets the target. The pitch to Evans. Evans sends that ball left field. Lewis moving to his right, makes the catch 2 away. Now bring up the boomer. George C. Scott made one heck of a stretch at first. Scott's struggling in this tournament, as he did in '78. He only batted .233 with 12 homers and 54 ribbies. And Brian nods his head. The windup and the pitch. And Scott, big swing and a miss as he goes down to his knee, and the helmet comes off the head. 1-2-3 go the 78 Red Sox. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1, 78. Due up for the 1912 squad. Hooper, Yerkes, and Henriksen. Harry Hooper's 0 for 1. Tiant readies himself. Pitch to Hooper. Hooper swings, fly ball in, going back a bit, makes the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up Steve Yerkes, who's 0 for 1. Tiant off the mound for a moment, asks for a new ball, he gets it. Now he toes the rubber. Pitch homeward bound to Yerkes. Base hit through the right side. Tying run at first in Yerkes. Scott will hold him on. And here's Olaf Henriksen. DH, a newfangled position, as the 1912 squad says, but they like it. Red Sox hoping to turn 2 up the middle. Tiant peeks the first, now picks up the sign from Pudge. Pitch homeward bound to Henriksen. Fly ball deep center. Lynn racing back at the track in front of the wall. Makes the catch. Yerkes goes back to first. 2 away. Top of the order, Trish Speaker. Speaker, 0 for 1. Scott will play behind Yerkes for more range. Stahl on deck. Tiant whirls and dirls. The pitch, homeward bound to Speaker. Speaker rips a shot to center. Lynn on the run, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Freddie Lynn showing his range. Top of the 6, 2-1, 78 squad. Top of the order, Remy, Burleson, and Lynn. O'Brien, 58 pitches. He has walked 1, struck out 2, and given up 2 runs. Remy is 0 for 2. Corners playing in against the drag bunt. Remy asks for time. Now steps back in the box. O'Brien sets and deals. Remy, ground ball, right side. Stahl lets it go foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jerry Remy. We do it again. The windup and the pitch. Remy grounds it. Heine Wagner at short. Fires to Jake Stahl. 1 down. 78 squad clinging to this precarious 1-run lead. Here comes Rick Burleson. Burleson's 0 for 2. The pitch to the Rooster. Burleson rips a shot to center. 1 out single. He's now 1 for 3. Stahl will hold Burleson on. Freddie Lynn 0 for 2. O'Brien looks to first. Slide step to Lynn. Oh! He throws to Burleson. Burleson dives back. He's safe. Burleson shortens up his lead. Now the pitch homeward bound to Lynn. Lynn grounds it up the middle. Heine Wagner only plays to first. Burleson advances to second. Heine didn't want to take a chance flipping that ball to Yerkes. He took the sure out at first. 2 outs. Big insurance run at second in Burleson. And here comes Jim Ed Rice. He was hit by a pitch. And he flew out to shallow center. Rice looking to go bippity-boppity boom and give the 78 Red Sox a 4-1 lead. O'Brien takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The leg kick and the pitch. Rice swings, sends that ball. Left field. Lewis makes the catch at the wall in the corner. The side is retired. Burleson stranded at second. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1, 1978. Due up for the 1912 Bostonian. Stahl, Gardner, and Lewis. Stahl is 0 for 2. So far, Tiant pitching a gem. Knuckle curve. Fly ball to Evans. Evans at the track, 1 down. Here's Larry Gardner, left-handed batter. Third baseman's 0 for 2. Lewis in the hole. Fisk sets the target. Pitch homeward bound. Gardner sends it deep in the corner. Evans on the run, and he makes the catch again. 2 away. Now bring up Duffy Lewis, who's 1 for 2. He doubled and then flew to right center. Tiant looking for another 1, 2, 3 inning. Tiant corkscrew delivery, looking to the heavens. The pitch. Lewis grounds it to Remy. Remy has it, throws to Scott, and the side is retired. El Tiante spinning a gem. Top of the 7th, 2-1, 78. Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Hobson. Yaz 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. O'Brien deals to the Red Sox captain. Yastrzemski, ground ball. Yerkes boots it! Yerkes has the Yerkes. And Yaz digging for 2, and he'll make it as it rolls past Yerkes. And by the time he retrieves it, Carl Yastrzemski turning back the hands at time. Pop-up slide at second base. That brings up Carlton Fisk, who's a horrible bunter, but Pudge is going to swing away. He is hitless in this tournament, 0 for 6. Hobson on deck. He'd like to at least hit this ball to the right side. In worst case scenario, on the ground. Kerrigan steps in front of the plate. Says something to O'Brien. Now back behind the plate. Squats down. Sets the target. The pitch to Pudge. Fisk walks. Sets up a double play opportunity with no outs. Here's Hobson. He's 0 for 1. He's walked in line to center. The pitch to Butch. Hobson lines out to Gardner, who faked a snap throw to second. Yastrzemski dives back, 1 away. Now a double play gets him out of the inning. Evans is 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Yaz at second. Fisk at first. 2-1, 1978. O'Brien trying to keep it that way. O'Brien, arms down to his chest, the windup and the pitch. Fly ball, shallow center. Speaker comes racing in and makes the catch. Yastrzemski goes back to second, doesn't want to challenge the cannon arm of Tris Speaker. This could be a big squander here. O'Brien and the rest of the 1912 squad trying to bail out Yerkes, who made the error at second. Here's George Boomer Scott, 0 for 2. Will Boomer go Boomer? The windup and the pitch. Scott pops it up, left side. Heine Wagner waving his arms, calling for it. And the side is retired, so the error doesn't hurt. We go to the bottom of the seventh. 2-1, 1978. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for it's root for the Red Sox. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right. Tiant back up on the bump. 70 pitches through 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 K. He will face Wagner, Kerrigan, and Hooper. Heine Wagner 0 for 1. Sack, bunt, and a ground out to Remy. The pitch to Heine. And strikes out. Couldn't pull the trigger on the breaking pitch on the 0-2 count. 1 out for Bill Kerrigan, who's 1 for 2. Hooper on deck. Fisk goes through the signs. Tiant with that quick nod of the head. He whirls and dirls. Pitch homeward bound. That ball is ripped to center. Lynn on the run, and the triangle makes the catch. 2 away. Freddie Lynn has been flashing the leather. 2 outs, base is empty for Harry Hooper. Hooper's 0 for 2. Tiant looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Only giving up 3 hits. Fisk and Tiant can't get on the same page. Now they are. El Tiante rocks and fires, coming with the hard stuff. Hooper, fly ball. Lynn ranging to his left, and the side is retired as Lynn makes the catch for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 8th, 2-1, 1978. Remy, Burleson, and Lynn do up to face O'Brien. Remy now batting 142 in the tournament. And he's going to attempt to drag bunt. Corners playing back, 0 for 3. Remy drops down a beauty. It'll be 1 for 4. Remy saw the corners back. And I'm pretty sure he's safe. And he is. A bunt base hit for Jerry Remy. As Remy plays some old school baseball. Remy will be held on by Stahl. Here comes Rick Burleson. Burleson will drop the sack. Oh, they throw over. Remy gets back. Now 74% chance of stealing second. I have not had great success stealing bases in this game, as I watch my go-go Mets down the stretch to have runners thrown out at 75%, at 82%. Heck, I had a guy at 91%, Lenny Randall, get thrown out at second. But Remy's going to go. Remy's going to steal. Kerrigan throws down, and Remy is safe. That's huge. So he's in scoring position with no outs. Burleson will now drop down the sack bunt, try to move to 3rd. Kerrigan has it, throws to Yerkes. Covering first on the wheel play. The Rooster does his job as he crows back to the dugout. Remy 90 feet away from a huge insurance run for the 1978 squad. Here's Freddie Lynn. Lynn has to hit this ball deep somewhere. 1912 playing their infield normal. So they're going to give up the run if he hits it on the ground, most likely. Remy takes his lead. Lynn 0 for 3. O'Brien, moment of truth. He rocks and deals. And he walks Freddie Lynn. So this sets up an inning-ending double play, and here comes Jim Ed Rice. Rice 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch and flown out twice. Rice hoping to make everything nice. O'Brien up to 100 pitches. That doesn't faze him. The windup and the pitch. Kerrigan first goes out to have a word, now back behind the plate. Rice lines it foul down the left field line. No balls, 2 strikes. Remy at third, Lynn at first. Rice digs back in the right-hander's batter's box. O'Brien picks up the target. He kicks and deals. And he strikes out Rice, the 1978 MVP. Oh, this could be a huge squander. 2 outs, and here comes Captain Carl. He's knocked in the only 2 runs with a 2-run homer back in the top of the second for the 1978 squad. Can he do it again? Yes, awaits the offering from O'Brien. Pitch homeward bound. Yastrzemski ground ball. O'Brien has it. Over to Stahl. And the 78 Red Sox squander a golden opportunity. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 2-1, 1978. Tiant, 78 pitches. He's still looking strong. He will face Yerkes, Henriksen, and the top of the order, Trish Speaker. Yerkes is 1 for 2. He made a horrible error that did not cost the 1912 squad as O'Brien pitched around. Tiant is ready. He deals to Yerkes. Yerkes fly ball to left. Yastrzemski at the track in front of the wall makes the catch, 1 down. Here's the designated hitter, Olaf Henriksen. 0 for 2. Speaker on deck. Knuckle curve to Henriksen. And he walks. And Tiant is oh my God! Louis Tiant is ejected, arguing balls and strikes. And here comes Zimmer, but he comes out too late. So the Red Sox will need a new pitcher. He was pitching a gem. Clyde Engel will pinch run for Henriksen. Now the Red Sox have to go to the pen. Holy cow. Tiant is ejected. And let's see. Well, we don't want to go to Dick Drago. Lefty's hit him quite well. We have is a lefty. Hassler stinks. But against lefties, not bad. Bergmeyer. I think they'd go to Bergmeyer, but Hassler has the better matchup. Andy Hassler. They go lefty, then we can go to a righty. So we're going to go with Hassler, who lefties only batted 156. And it's not like Trish Speaker couldn't hit lefties. Andy Hassler gets the call from the pen. They put the faith in Andy Hassler. Oh boy. So 1 out, 1 on. Scott holds on to pinch runner Engel, who's a 7 as a runner. That just means running ability, I believe. Speaker's 0 for 2. He's lined to second, walked, and lined to center. Hassler has a word with Fisk. Fisk back behind the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Trish Speaker. And that ball gets away from Fisk, you son of a gun. And the tying run moves to second as now Red Sox fan, the 78 fans have that sinking feeling. First base is open. 1 ball, no strikes. Hassler regroups. He rocks and fires. Outside pitch, knocked to Burleson. Burleson charges, bang, bang, play at first. Scott with the stretch. Speaker hits the bag. And he's out! What a great play as Burleson barehanded it and threw to Scott. So a great play by Burleson and Scott, but Engel with 2 outs now advances to second. That wild pitch by Hassler is costly right now. And here comes Jake Stahl, and Andy Hassler gets his out, but does throw the wild pitch. And here comes Dick Drago. There's a bunch of lefties, so Drago would basically pitch to 1 batter. Probably go to Campbell or Bergmeyer. So here comes Dick Drago. Dick Drago in 1978. 4 wins, 4 losses, 7 saves, 3.03 earned run average, Stahl is 0 for 3. Tying run 90 feet away. The pinch runner, Engel. Drago's ready to work. Gardner on deck. The windup and the pitch to Jake Stahl, who's hitless. And Drago hits him. Unbelievable. Drago hits Stahl. So now the 1912 squad has the tying run at third in Engel, the go-ahead run at first in Stahl. And here comes Larry Gardner, batting 142, and he's 0 for 3. In actuality, 315 with 86 ribbies and 3 homers and a ton of extra bases. 24 doubles, 18 triples. And that's it for Drago. Here's Tom Bergmeyer. Oop, that's not the right person. Tom Bergmeyer will come in the game. Here comes Bergmeyer to face the lefty Gardner. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-1 ball game. The 1978 Red Sox trying to hold on to this precarious lead. Bergmeyer, warm-up toss is done, has a word with Fisk. Fisk back behind the plate. Squats down, sets the target. The lefty Bergmeyer deals to Gardner. Outside pitch. Line shot. Scott makes the leaping catch. And the side is retired. The 78 fans breathe a sigh of relief as they trotted out pitcher after pitcher to get through the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th, 2-1, 1978. Fisk, Hobson, and Evans to face O'Brien. O'Brien, 8 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, a 2-run homer by Yastrzemski. Back in the top of the 2nd, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Pudge is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch homeward bound. And Fisk strikes out. Big swing and a miss at the curve. 1 out. Now bring up Butch Hobson. He's 0 for 2. Kerrigan goes through the signs. O'Brien nods his head. He rocks and deals. Hobson, fly ball. Speaker moving towards the triangle makes the catch. 2 away. Now bring up the number 8 batter, Dwight Evans. Evans is 0 for 3. The pitch to Dewey. Evans strikes out on the inside pitch, and the 78 squad goes meekly to the bottom of the 9th. Bergmeyer back up on the bump. He will face the lefty Lewis. Then you have 2 righties, Wagner and Kerrigan. So Bergmeyer will try to get Lewis, who's 1 for 3. The pitch to Duffy. Ground ball up the middle. Burleson ranges towards the second base bag. Throws to Scott. 1 out. The 78 Red Sox 2 outs away from advancing to the semifinals in the battle for Boston. And that brings up Heine Wagner. And that's it for Tom Bergmeyer. Oh my God. None of this is good. Let's look at our starters. The dreaded Alan Ripley. Bill Lee. Right, he's crushed. Not looking good here, folks. Let's look at Bergmeyer's overall numbers. 4.40. Walked as many almost as he struck out. Eckersley pitched game 1 of the tournament. We can get 20 pitches out of him, but he's tired. Torres will pitch the semifinal. You got righty, and you know what? We're gonna go to Dennis Eckersley. Eckersley says, "Give me the damn ball." And here comes a long-haired wonder, Eckersley, free agent signing from Cleveland. So here's Eck, game 1, looking for the save here. 2-out save in game 2. Wagner 0 for 2. Eckersley deals. Fly ball, right field. Evans at the track and makes the wonderful catch. Unbelievable! Robbing a homer from Wagner as Eckersley tips his cap to Dwight Evans. Evans hitless but he's just saved the game. That was a game-tying homer. Shades of 1975 Game 6 of the World Series. So 2 outs. The 1912 squad down to Bill Kerrigan. Unbelievable. Kerrigan 1 for 3. Eckersley 1 out away from getting a save after winning the first game of the tournament. The high leg kick and the pitch to Kerrigan. Ground ball, right side. Scott has it. Eckersley covers the bag, and the ball game is over. The 1978 Red Sox upset the 1912 Bostonians 2-1. Eckersley, a win in Game 1, gets the save in Game 2 of the tournament, and the 78 Red Sox advance to the semifinals. Dennis Eckersley, what a signing for the 78 team. 1978 2, 1912 1. And there you have it, folks. When you play tournament, you play unorthodox. We're going to go to the box score in a minute. That was a pitcher's duel, old-fashioned, as Clinton Parks would say, cardiac league. Box score will be up in a moment. We always like to look at the pitching first. So there's the box score. Hope everyone enjoyed that game. DJ John 444 enters the ballpark. Hope all is well. Thank you, Clinton, for joining us. Glad you enjoyed the game. I went with Eckersley because their bullpen stinks. Got 2 outs out of Eck. Though, Evans saves the day as the 1912 squad almost had the game-tying homer. He robbed the homer. So Tiant gets the win. 7 1/3 innings. He pitched quite well. Was ejected, arguing balls and strikes. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 2, struck out 2. Hassler got his 1 lefty. It was an adventure. He threw a wild pitch. Drago stunk. Bergmeyer, as Drago hit a batter. Bergmeyer got his 2 outs to get it to the 9th. And he got 1 out in the 9th. So he got 1 out to get out of the bottom of the 8th. And 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. And then Eckersley gets the 2-out save. So Eckersley has a win and a save in the tournament. O'Brien went the distance, and he pitched tremendous. 9 innings, 3 hits. His only mistake, the 2-run homer to Yastrzemski. And that held up for the full game. Walked 3, struck out 5. The definition of a tough luck loser. Go to the batting. This would be quite easy. Red Sox had 3 hits. Remy, Burleson, and Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski knocked in the 2 runs with a home run. Everyone else was over. Lynn walked once. Fisk walked once, struck out twice. And Hobson walked once. The strikeouts, Rice once. Again, Fisk twice. Evans and Scott once. So the 78 team only mustered 3 hits and 2 runs, but again, it was enough. 30 at-bats, 3 walks, 5 Ks, the big blast from Captain Carl Yastrzemski. For the 1912 squad, they only had 3 hits. Lewis, who had a double. Kerrigan, who singled, knocked in the only run. And Yerkes, who was 1 for 3. Everyone else was hitless. 1912 team only struck out twice, Gardner and Heine Wagner. So in defeat, 29 at-bats for the 1912 Red Sox, who will bow out of the tournament, the battle for Boston. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 ribby, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Player of the game, I would think Tiant, and it is. Tiant, player of the game, who was also ejected. Red Sox had 2 great plays, Burleson and Evans. 1978 Red Sox left 6 runners on base. The 1912 Red Sox, 5. Recap, well, it's going to be a quick one. A 2-run homer by Yastrzemski in the top of the 2nd. 2-0 1978. The 1912 Bostonians would cut the lead in half in the bottom of the 2nd as Kerrigan singled, scoring Lewis 2-1. In the 8th, Tiant was ejected, arguing balls and strikes. And that's the way the game would end, 2-1, as Eckersley comes out of the pen to get the 2-out save. Tiant the win, Eckersley the save. So again, Eckersley 1 win, 1 save. O'Brien the tough luck loss. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm on vacation. I'll be streaming a lot. So if you'd like, check me out. If not, check out the other wonderful YouTube content creators. Stay safe. Be smart. God bless. You know what's coming. Peace. Happy birthday, America.